Hey everybody, we are at PD National Wildlife Refuge. I'm here with Danny Bernard, the man that is trying to see 100 species of birds in every state in the southern 48. How's it going?
Going good. North Carolina's been great so far. Up to 70 to start the day already, and we had a few this morning already.
So we only need 30 today.
We need 30, but would love more than that, obviously.
All right, keep you guys posted. All right, first spot of the morning has been hit. Did we get any new birds?
Blue grosbeak was new for the year for me.
All right.
And then a couple new North Carolina birds. Kentucky warbler, prothonotary warbler, little blue heron.
Oh yeah.
Good one.
Yeah, that got flagged. We're gonna have to write that up for the eBird checklist.
That was a good one. And just a few minutes ago, had a covey of quail that Will missed. We were looking the opposite way out of the car, and they flew across the road in front of me on my side.
So here I am poking around in the weeds looking for these quails, trying to flush them back out, but they were long gone.
Yeah.
And that would be a North Carolina bird for me too. So Danny comes, he's been birding the state for 2 days and already has a bird on me for North Carolina. That's not my favorite thing. Yeah. So how many states have you birded so far?
I've birded in 20 states. 18 of them I'm at 100. Nebraska I still need to revisit.
Okay.
And then North Carolina, getting closer.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, we'll hit that today for sure. And then what's your next stop after this?
Down into South Carolina after the next couple days.
Okay.
And then back through North Carolina north and following migration up the coast.
Wow. Yeah, we were just talking about you're gonna have to hit all those New England states, those tiny ones, and I think that's gonna feel kind of repetitive, don't you think?
It is gonna, I think, a little bit, but I think the magic of spring migration will kind of soothe over that repetitiveness. I think it's hard to be upset about warblers every day.
Yeah, that's right. Twist your arm, Cape May's, Blackburnians.
Oh no, I'm gonna be in Cape May the second week of May. It's gonna be horrible.
Yeah, right. So Danny, what's been your most challenging state so far to get 100 birds in?
Tie between Colorado and Utah. Utah, admittedly, I had a car accident there that dampened my spirits a bit, and then I kind of just moved on after hitting 100. But Colorado, I hit 90 with like no problem, and then it took 4 days, I think it was, after I hit 90 to inch my way to 100, and I left the state at like 103, 104.
Wow.
That was a tough one.
And what time of year were you there?
I was there in March, early March, early to mid.
March is a tough month all around, probably anywhere in the U.S.
Absolutely. Anywhere except for maybe like Texas, Florida, California.
Yeah. Yep. I always call March the cruelest month because you'll get like 170-degree day and you're like, oh, migration's about to happen. And then you have to wait like another 90 days before anything fun happens.
March and June bookend that golden window.
Yeah.
And they're totally opposite, it feels like. March is like, oh, we should be getting migration. And June, you're still like, you just get let down from the high that was May.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden it's like depressing, even though there's still some good birds around.
And breeding birds, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's funny. All right, so we just bumped into a southeast specialty, the Swainson's warbler.
Very nice bird.
You're second of the year, right?
Second of the year, second of my life.
Wow.
Second of the week.
Wow, congrats. I think I just heard a blue-winged warbler over there. We were just saying,
Sound like that.
thought we might get that. But yeah, we're thinking maybe an Anhinga will fly by here. That'd be a good bird. Double-crested cormorant down there.
Some wood ducks.
Yeah, wood ducks. Yeah, it's getting good. Yeah, that's Swainson's warbler, though. That's my first of the year, and
good bird.
Yeah, only like second or third of my life because I've got some last year, but it just actually sang right back there. I don't know if anybody could hear that. But yeah, beautiful day on the PD River.
Absolutely. Without a scale, this is so much easier.
Yeah. It's hard when you're carrying a third of your net worth on your on your shoulder and around your neck.
Yes.
We've got news.
Just got bird number 100, Eastern Meadowlark.
Amazing. Now just for the bonus birds. What are we gonna go see?
We're going to look for the purple gallinule that you had the other day in Charlotte.
Oh yeah. Stay tuned. That didn't take long at all. Danny spotted the purple gallinule right here, right on the side of the river.
Nice bird. Beautiful bird.
Well, here we are on the bridge here at Lotta Park, and we just bumped into one of the better
northern water thrush.
Yeah, one of the better birds of the day. Pretty
Absolutely.
Sweet.
Pretty good one.
Yeah. That's my second water thrush species for this exact location, actually, at the park I had in Louisiana there a few weeks ago. Got to share the second one with Danny here.
Good bird.
Yeah. So this is our third location for the day. How's it shaping up?
Been a good day. And I mean, considering the time of day right now, it's kind of midday. Seems like it should be kind of hot and quiet, but there's birds everywhere.
As you guys can probably hear. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know how many birds you're at for North Carolina now?
Not exact number, but it should be about 106, 107 after today.
Okay. Sounds good.
Yeah.
It's great.
Good day.
Okay, we're finally home.
Long day, good day.
Very good day. Probably the most productive day birding I've had in a long time.
Been a fantastic day. I've had a lot of really good days this year. I would say this is up there with them, though.
Oh, yeah.
Been a really good one. Some really good birds today.
Well, it makes sense. Yeah, we've been talking all week, obviously, about if you were going to pick 1 week to be in North Carolina, one weekend, it would probably be this one because you look
Right,
at the
it's like
bird
perfect
cast.
timing.
Yeah, and the whole bird cast is lit
Right.
up with yellow.
A little warm today, but otherwise, like, good weather, beautiful out, not any crazy rain or anything like that going on.
Yeah. Dude, you were a champ for putting up with me. That heat hits, and I only got like 6 hours of sleep last night, so I was like, I'm tired, I'm hot.
I think I got about the same.
Yeah.
I stayed up late looking for Chuck Will's Widow and Whippoorwill last night, so.
God bless you. Usually the Chuck Wills and Whippoorwill time rolls around, and I'm like, no, I'm going to bed.
I think I texted my dad, and he was like, I said, I just got to find a whip, and then I have a 40-minute drive to where I'm spending the night. And he's like, dude, you're crazy. And that comes after getting about 4 hours of sleep the night before, so.
That's great. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so 100 birds in North Carolina. How are you feeling?
Fantastic.
Yeah.
And I still have more time in the state, too. Possibly tomorrow, and then definitely on the way back from South Carolina, on the way to Virginia. Kind of impossible not to go from South Carolina to Virginia without going through North Carolina and spending a couple days there.
Absolutely.
Along the coast.
Where are you going to go in Virginia? I'm curious.
I don't have exact plans yet. I think I'm going to spend the first day or two around the coast and then sort of cycle my way around towards West Virginia. And also Western Virginia. So I don't have exact locations planned out yet there, but I think working my way around that sort of a C shape through the state.
Yeah. Well, it's another great state, lots of varied habitat. That
Absolutely.
coastal area is so different
And
from the mountains.
still the perfect time of year too.
Yeah. It's only going to get better because you're gonna follow the birds north.
Right, absolutely. The East Coast is on some ways, like, the population density is something that, like, kind of been a little bit like, especially with, have a car camping setup. It's kind of harder to do that in some of the more populated states. But the time of year that I'm here is just perfect.
Yeah.
And I've been looking forward to spring migration up the East Coast so much.
Yeah. It feels like home, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Michigan.
It is Michigan in May right now.
Yeah. Right, but we're here in the
Exactly.
South. Yeah.
And it's going to be Michigan in May for me for the next 7 weeks.
Yeah.
Like, that's just going to be fantastic.
That's paradise, man.
Honestly, yeah.
Okay, before we wrap up,
Yes.
how many bird species do you have?
I should have checked the exact number. 107, I believe, is what it is.
For North Carolina, but how much for the
Oh,
whole
for
year?
the year, I am at 497 for the year.
Because if you're somebody who checks the eBird Top 100 for the United States like me, Danny's been kind of teetering in the top 10
Yes,
for the last...
the start of the year, I jumped up to number 2 for a while, and I was number 2 for most of January and February, except for about a 2-week window where I was number 1 in the country.
That's impressive, man.
And then part of that's just because I was in Arizona, Texas, Florida in January. And then when I got out to California, I jumped back up to number 1 for a couple days. But as the year has gone on and there are people doing more of a true big year and chasing birds, I think I'm going to continue to drop down a little bit. I think I'm like 4th or 5th right now. Haven't checked in a few days. But
it's best not to check.
Exactly.
It's not what it's about,
it was really cool when I was number 1. That is really cool. But I'm going to end the year maybe outside of the top 10 even.
Yeah.
But that's not really what my year's about. So, I just enjoyed it while I had it, and now I'm continuing to enjoy what I still have.
Well, right on, man. Yeah, 100 species in every state in the lower 48.
Yeah, as far as I'm aware, it has never been done before.
I can't imagine.
I spent some time researching it. I couldn't find anyone who'd ever done it. I found some people who came close. There was a guy a few years ago who went to the high point and low point of every state in a single year and was also a birder.
Oh, cool.
And so he got 100 birds in a lot of states, but he wasn't really focused on that. So I think he only had like 39 or 40 states, which is still pretty awesome.
Yeah.
but I don't think anyone's ever done 100 in a single year before, as far as I'm aware. And if I'm wrong about that, I'd love to know.
Well, you're almost halfway there, dude.
I'm almost halfway there, up to now 19 states. So
Cool.
close-
Well, it was a pleasure birding with you today, man. I'm glad I could help out in some small
Absolutely.
way.
Thank you for showing me around the
Yeah.
area.
For sure.
Made some good birds today.
Yeah. We'll have to touch base. Maybe have you on the podcast before the end of the year,
That'd be
and
cool.
definitely at the end of the year to do a little
Yes, that
recap
would be.
for everybody.
Look forward to it.
Yeah, love it. All right.
Have a good one.